One of my fondest Christmas memories is of making cookies with my mother, and she's allowing me to share her favorite sugar cookie recipe with you.
I can't believe you're actually going to let me back in the kitchen.
Yeah, I am.
You're going to show me what to do.
Yeah, I'm going to show you what to do. You've yet to come up with a recipe other than drive through the drive-through. So
well, that's pretty much
I
it.
keep sharing mine. So this recipe is for the kind of sugar cookies that I like, which are they're soft and they're thick and they're hearty.
Yes,
you know, they're not crunchy. So we're going to get started here. It's very, very easy to do. All you need is a cup and a half of sugar, just plain white sugar, 2 eggs, a cup of shortening, make sure it's room temperature, a half a cup of buttermilk.
Buttermilk?
Buttermilk,
okay.
Yep. And the 2 eggs. And of course we have a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay.
We also, and my mother says this is her secret, we have a teaspoon of lemon flavoring, so like lemon extract that you can find in the spice rack. And then finally, some flour. Now, about 3 to 4 cups of flour, because you're going to put some in the dough, but you're also going to use some to kind of get it to that consistency when you're kneading it that you need for your cookies. So let's get started off by what you're going to do is you're going to take the sugar, the milk, the shortening, everything but the flour.
Everything but the flour.
Into the bowl there. Okay. And you're going to mix it all together. Just throw in that. There you go. And you know, I say make sure the shortening is room temperature, because you're going to cream this all together. And the buttermilk. Do you drink buttermilk?
I remember my dad used to drink buttermilk. I could never do it. I could not handle it.
I haven't even tried. But
okay, so we're good to go to mix this.
We put in our soda and our baking powder.
All right.
A teaspoon of each, and of course,
the lemon flavoring.
The lemon flavoring. Go ahead and put that in there.
All right. And make sure I don't make too big a mess here, because you know I will.
Yeah, I know you will. Now lock it there. Going to start out. Now we're going to cream that together.
Okay. Okay.
Now here's the part you got to be careful with, is when you're adding the sugar, you don't want to add it in too quickly, because you know what happens, right?
I've proven it many times. Yes, I know exactly what happens.
I can smell the buttermilk. You know what's...
Are you a buttermilk fan?
No, I've never tried it. Because
but you like these cookies.
Yeah, I love these cookies. Did you know there's no butter in buttermilk? Seriously, there's no butter in buttermilk.
Spoiled milk, sour milk?
It's sour milk, I guess.
It's like cottage cheese. Why does cottage cheese have an expiration date? Never understood that.
Why does yogurt have an expiration date?
There you go, see?
Okay, so we're going to start putting in some
flour. Did you
flour.
notice she won't even let me help?
I won't even let him help.
You know why that is. You've seen us do the flour.
I have on a black top.
Yeah, she won't.
By the way, if you would like the list of ingredients and recipe, you can go online, delmarvalife.com, or you can send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland, 21801.
Now, are we going to need this?
We are going to need this, but can I just show you why I love this mixer so much?
Okay.
It's because it has a dough hook.
A dough hook.
A dough hook, and it cuts down on a lot of the kneading that you have to do.
Oh, okay.
So we put that on there. So, and it takes a while to get it to the consistency.
This is the only thing I'm good for.
There you go.
All right.
Because once it starts getting thicker, yeah, that dough hook really helps. And then,
do you know how I know when I'm in trouble with my wife?
She makes cookies?
She makes bread. And she just pounds the tar out of that bread. Hi, honey. Oh.
All right, so save some time. What you're going to do is you're going to eventually get this to a sticky consistency, and then turn it out on a floured surface. A nice clean. Yep.
Did we already flour that, or do we need to flour it?
You need to flour it. Come on, Jimmy, put some muscle.
Well, you put it on there. It was you and your muscles that won't let us get it off now. Okay, so
a little bit of flour in there.
Flour that, and then what are we going to do? Just knead it a little bit more?
Knead a little more.
Okay.
So, but what I did to save some time is I went ahead and I already have some prepared here that's already rolled out and ready to go.
Right.
And this is the easy part. This is the part that the kids really like.
The cutting part.
The cutting part.
So what do you got?
Look how thick they are.
Got a snowman. You got a stocking. So how long do you cook this?
Well, you put it in an oven, 350, for about 10 minutes. Just keep an eye on it, because, you know, I always like, when I make cookies and things like that, I always like to do 8 minutes. If it calls for 10 minutes, I do 8 minutes and just keep an eye on it.
Right, okay.
All right. So then we take them out. We have the finished product here. We put some icing and some sprinkles, whatever you want on them, and voila.
Voila.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Here, have a cookie. Pretty good, huh?
That's good. There's buttermilk in that?
There's buttermilk in that, and lemon. Don't forget the lemon.
That's some good stuff.
Well, it's the perfect cookie to leave out for Santa. In fact, children and their families will head to Poplar Hill Mansion in Salisbury to visit with Santa this weekend.
As a matter of fact, Brian Spiros is at the mansion this afternoon with a preview of Tea with Santa. Brian?
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, you know, you're not the only ones with cookies, although save me some of the ones you just made. Just saying. So at this weekend's Tea with Santa event, your kids are going to have a chance to sit on Santa's lap, take pictures with him, and let him know what's on their Christmas list. You know, that's important. We'll have all the details when we come back. But first, here's a look at what's coming up in the news on First at 5 on Fox 21 and later on WBOC News at 6.